Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And of course, good morning, mini Motorways. Let us dive right in to today's daily challenge. We are off to Beijing, where we will have 4 traffic lights, and that's it, and then double road tiles. Well, don't mind if I do, mini Motorways. That's a very generous set of challenges for our daily today. We are back. Oh my God. It has been a week. It has very much been a week. Of course, I'm just talking about my busy work schedule. Nothing else is going on in the world. Nothing else at all. Anyway, speaking of it having been a week, it is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. It is War Christmas, as our friends in the UK have come to call Memorial Day, because, well, everyone's drowning in poppies for reasons that I'm sure make sense to some people. Let's take this red, we'll go up along this way, bring this down like such, voop and voop. There we go. I think the CPU audio slider needs to come down just a wee tad skosh. There we go, that should be better. Reasonable balancement of audio levels, that sort of thing. All right. We do have a bridge. I don't have a roundabout. Let's see if we can get through. Can we get a roundabout today? I'd love to have a roundabout. Donnez-moi roundabout. Merci beaucoup. All right. So you come over this way. We're going to stick a roundabout right there. And we're going to do that. We're going to have the blues come in from the northeast, go out to the southeast. The blues will come in from the northwest, go out to the southeast. From the northeast to the southwest. That's how words and directions work. There you go. These two can live in perfect harmony. Oh boy. This might be a little bit ambitious. I might be a wee tad ambitious with this one. Let's see here. So if you come in from the west, right? Can we run 3 colors of cars through this roundabout without inevitably killing everything? It feels a touch rat-likey. It feels just a little rat-likey. I'm seeing some backups and delays already, but, you know, nothing's dead. Nothing has immediately fallen apart. You know what? It occurs to me that I can pretty easily peel some of these reds out of here. So let's do that. Let's pull these reds out of here and simplify our roundabout a little skosh, shall we? There we go. That seems a little bit better now. We have our blues approach from the northeast, go out to the southwest. The yellows will come up from the south and go there. Okay. That makes a little more sense to me. You know what else we can do? You know what else we could even do if we wanted to get really fucking fancy with shit? We could just come down this way and totally circumvent the roundabout and make it so that they don't have to come together at all. We could just do that, and that would make sense. Give me another roundabout, along with 40 road tiles. There's no need to take the 60 road tiles, although being able to claim 60 road tiles at once would be nice, but there's no need to do that. Now, as I mentioned last week, it was a busy work week. I had a lot of driving to do. I live in western Massachusetts, and I had to go to the southwest corner of Connecticut 3 times, and then to the northern extreme of Vermont. So, you know, 'twas a New England travel heavy week for the _Goog, but amazingly and astonishingly, and I don't even really believe this myself, but it's what the schedule says, we have a full stream schedule, at least on paper, for this week. I don't have a job that would prevent me from doing any of these. So, you know, I can't say for sure that that's what's going to happen, but the idea, at least as of right now, is that we will have Gimmimimim every single weekday. We will have Baldur's Gate 3 Tuesday evening. We will have L.A. Noire Thursday evening. Yes, I did just say Thursday evening. I still don't quite believe it, and it's entirely possible that things will come up. If you've been here long enough, you certainly are familiar with the idea of, well, something came up, can't do it, sorry, which could well happen, but it hasn't yet, so we'll see. All right, these greens over here are going to take motorway number 1 into this business as such. This yellow guy this way is going to go up into this yellow business. What else happened last week? I got off Twitter, which is like a thing that I should have done ages and ages ago, both because Twitter and because social media in general. But, you know, for reasons, it felt like time. Let's take ourselves another roundabout. This thing down here has gone circular, which requires a little more finesse-manship, I think. If I do this, well, no, I can't actually do that the way I want. Actually, you know what? If I do this, and I do this, we kill that one, we flop this, like so. Okay, so now these two reds right here are in charge of going up over the body of water into this red business. These 5 reds in this place are going to swirl down here into the red circle. And we've got, additionally, a couple of blues up over Honder. So these 1-2 blues right here can get into this blue right over that way. So yeah, I haven't gotten around to fixing the shameless plug button. Should probably do that. But basically, not on Twitter anymore. Deactivated my account. Accounts, plural. So, if you had been following the _Goog on Twitter, you will not be able to do that anymore. Until inevitably some bot comes up and scrapes the name and spews its particular brand of garbage, which may or may not have already happened. I don't know. I haven't checked. But I'm on Blue Sky. Hooray, Blue Sky. It's like Twitter for people who hate Twitter. Basically, which is a valuable service. Listen, Twitter for people who hate Twitter, for a long time I thought that was just Twitter, but no, it's actually Blue Sky, which is good and fine. Let's take a motorway. You can find, so the good news about being a somewhat early adopter to Blue Sky in a way that I wasn't for, say, Twitch, is that I was able to actually get the Goog on Blue Sky, which is great. So you can find me on Blue Sky as the Goog, and you can follow the channel at the _Goog with the word underscore, because why be clear when you can just be funny? Honestly, what's the use of simple, effective, easily memorable branding? There's no value in that. It's much more valuable to be funny, right? This is what I learned in marketing school. Didn't actually go to marketing school, which may be why that's what I learned at it. Anyway, these grays here, the 1, 2, 3 of them, will take this bridge, go up that way into this business, should be fine. This red over here is a bit of an annoyance. What shall we do to assist with them, I wonder? I have no thoughts. Let's do this. We're going to bring this red house down this way. We're going to grab these 2 reds here. They're going to run motorway number 2 up over in here. Actually, we're going to put this red here. We're going to have this red come up and join these 2 reds together to motorway 2 over here. These 2 reds here will go over to this business. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these will come down here to this circle, and this is a perfectly cromulent traffic light. Hooray! Oh, and we got another red to spawn up this way. That's nice and convenient. What's maybe not so nice and convenient is the presence and emergence of this being a circle, but you know, it's basically fine. It seems roughly okay-ish. Give me a motorway, and you know what? Rather than have these 3 loop around and hook awkwardly, I think we're just going to do that. We've got 3 roundabouts. We'll slap one of them right here. So the 3 of you and the 3 of you can join the 1 of you in vooshing over like so. Should be fine. You can hoop in this manner. Now, gross. We've got another problem. Let's take... Alright, I'm going to place motorway number 3 before I move motorway number 1, because I don't want that to just steal my motorway. But we're going to have the 1, 2, 3 of these greens go all the way up there into this business. And then the 2 of these, we'll take that instead. This green right here will not be allocated for anything, actually, which may or may not be good. We'll see. Single greenhouse over here doesn't really interfere with plans over muchly, but... Oh, hi. Friends. Grays in particular, we're not really doing any... Okay. Well, that's bad. Let's run this road here. I'll stick a perfectly cromulent traffic light right there. If I get one more red here, that'll significantly impact things. I'm basically just going to leave this alone because I think there's a very slim chance that I don't get either a motorway or a bridge. Although actually, now that these 2 greens are here, I can probably do stuff even without that. Okay, give me a bridge. So we're going to take a bridge. That's good. Next, we're going to immediately restructure these yellows so that I can free up this tile right here. I want to free up this tile right here so that I might use it to run these greens up, over, and around into here, which is wonderful. That, in turn, will allow me to murder motorway number 3. And we're not actually going to motorway anything, but we're going to draw this road here for these 1, 2, 3 gray houses to go service this thing. This looked a lot better before this went circular, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna whine and complain about it on the internet, as one does. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, you're a second red house for down here. You know what that means. Means we can do this and then kill motorway number 2, which in turn will allow us to get a 3rd red house for this thing, and this can get another red house of its own. Also, and additionally, we've got we've got these 3 grays here, which are not presently doing anything. I have an idea. It would require the use of a motorway, though. I was thinking maybe we motorway these 3 down to here and then have them go... Oh, boy. Oh, buds and pals. Okay. Well, not great. Not what you're looking for. What if we were to vloop like that? If we were to vloop like that, it's not really... You know what? We can probably separate these right now. Didn't mean to separate those 2, but yeah. Okay, if we've got a 5th yellow here, then these 5 yellows can take care of this circle with no worries whatsoever. Render unto me a bridge. Thank you very much. We'll get another red house onto this red road. That'll be okay. So if I were the king of the forest, I could draw such complicated gray nonsense as this, which would allow these 3 gray houses to support this gray business. Now that these yellows aren't coming through here, I can just voop right through this gap like such. Connect these greens, so then now we have 5 servicing this. If this guy wanted to go circular, that would be totally fine. Next, let's have... well, is there anything really that needs doing? Well, we've got a whole bunch of grays over here now. You know what? I think I want to redo this gray access project. I think we want to come down over this way. Might even want to congregate at a roundabout right here. We're going to have all of these grays congregate at a roundabout right here. Voosh like that. And then boom like so. So the 7 of you come in either from the west or the southwest, and then exit up to the north. That frees up this greenhouse to join this green road going over this way. All of these yellows together can eventually do something, maybe, hopefully. These blues, oh, well, this blue double business, or at least the western half of that, spawned in pretty much exactly a perfect place. I have 0 problems with how this is developing. And with all of the blue happening down here so very, very quickly, it makes me wonder if perhaps this is destined for quick circularization. Is that a Rapid Roundboy? Rapid Roundboy, incidentally, is the title of the episode. So that's nice. Someone just followed me on Blue Sky. It was Faithful Disciple 1. Thank you, Faithful Disciple 1. Unless you're like a religious spam bot, in which case, well, I'll block you. The good thing about Blue Sky is turbo blocks. The bad thing about Blue Sky is inevitably someone will maliciously misuse the turbo block and cause good people to turbo block other good people, and then there will be problems and chaos. But, you know, it hasn't happened yet. Certainly nothing bad will come of the notion that you can put a whole bunch of people on a list and then call that list shitty shitfuckers you should block, distribute the list, and watch a bunch of good people block everyone on the list because, after all, they're shitty shitfuckers who should be blocked. Nothing bad will ever come of that. Anyway, this green right here, as requested, has gone circular. So that's nice. Not the, if I could have one thing in the world, what would I have of this week? But, it's a nice thing to have, I guess. Let's see, we got a bunch of yellows here, not really doing anything. A couple of grays here we're not invested in. A whole bunch of green spawning down this way. Give me a second roundabout. We've got 2 bridges and 3 motorways that we're not using, so I think we're in decent shape. You are a yellow business, that's okay. Not in love with, well, anything, but we'll see. Got a bunch of red here, bunch of red here. You know what I'm gonna do? It might or might not be stupid. We're gonna point that north. Get more confluence going in that manner. Let's do this. I'm gonna restructure, not this red. This red is fine. We're gonna reorient these yellows like so. They're going to come voop, 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 and voop. So that now we have 6 servicing this. And you may be wondering to yourself, but Goog, the fuck does that leave this thing? Well, we have 3 spare motorways, so let's just draw a dinky little dose like that. And then we can straighten and shorten this blue road so that these 3 blues are more easily able to contend with this blue business right here. Seems reasonable to me. All right. You have come into existence and immediately rounded yourself, which wasn't the choice I would have made necessarily, but, you know, very rarely am I actually consulted on such matters. Give me a bridge. Thank you. So now we have 3 reds down here in the southwest and 4 reds over here to the east, all of which can support this business. Another thing we have, very rapidly unfortunately, is some angry grays. This is clearly just a colorful rush hour situation. Like, we've got 9 houses servicing this business, and it's still mad. We've got 4 houses servicing this business, and it's still mad. So, honestly, I think the answer is you're just going to have to tough it out for a little bit. My guy, like, you're just going to have to calm down. We're going to deal with the flood. It's going to be okay. I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay up here. I'm decreasingly sure it's actually going to be okay down here. Nope. They appear to have actually pulled this together and gotten it under control. In fact, the death pin went away. So that's nice. Rip the death pin. Up over here, totally fine. Okay, good. Now, reds are getting mad at stuff. That sucks. Give me a motorway. We're gonna grab this red like such.
Hear ye, let the record show that this viewer was here first.
Samurai Sam was here first. Good morning, Samuel. And Sam has resubscribed with Prime Gaming, 42 months in the Goog troop for Samurai Sam. Drop all those lovely tier 1 emotes if you've got them. Thank you very much, Sam. Sam, incidentally, let me see if I can find this on YouTube right with the quickness. I don't think I'll be able to. Sam has put whoever hits the button is first. That's true. That's true. High altitude buns, you did not hit the button. So it doesn't matter if you were lurking for 20 minutes, although I thank you for lurking for 20 minutes. You were not first. I don't know what else to tell you. So I cannot quickly find it, but Sam, if you would be so kind as to plug in your what am I saying? Put it in the chat. Give us a link to the YouTube video you put out yesterday, because it's good and it's true. And Sam should run for Congress or something. I'm like not kidding at all. Sam, run for Congress or something. I'd vote for Sam for Congress. Should be your slogan. Sam for Congress or something. Anyway. Well, listen, Sam. The way to get money is to tell people you're doing it and then have them give it to you. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. Anyway, thank you, Sam, for 42 months and for being here first, and High Altitude Buns for watching and lurking for 20 minutes before Sam was here first. Now then, we got another light blue here. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Hold on. This isn't fine. This situation right here is bad. These 2 cars These two houses spawning their cars right onto this otherwise busy street is slowing everything the fuck down. What's even worse is that, well, I was going to make this a roundabout. I think I can restructure it such that this winds up as a PCTL. So if we voop like that, and then we pop a light right here, yeah, this is now a perfectly cromulent traffic light once we get through here. Additionally, we get another light blue to go up here into this roundabout, another red to go up here to support this circle. That should all be good. Another yellow over here for this guy. That'll be great. Give me a motorway. So High Altitude Buns asks, what's wrong with Wordle? And basically, the New York Times Tech Guild, which are the people who handle the website infrastructure, are on strike. And they're on strike because, as 98% of the time when unions go on strike, the bosses are being shitheads. And as part of the support for the strike, the Tech Guild is asking that folks not use the New York Times games and not use the New York Times cooking section, which means no Wordle or connections or strands. But stick around, they have alternatives. We've got this covered. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, there is a digital picket line erected around Wordle and strands and connections and that sort of thing. So don't do it, or else you're a scab. And if you're a scab, you get chided. No, you suffer no material consequences pretty much ever, because, well, this is the United States of America. Pretty soon it'll be illegal to call people a scab. Like, all of the regular racial slurs will be totally legalized and legitimized, but scab will be treated like the N-word. So, but let's enjoy being able to say the word scab for now. Anyway, so we take a fourth bridge because, well, the alternative was 60 road tiles, and I have 282 of those things, so, you know, not much choice going on. All of the reds in the world are mad at me, which is annoying. There's no better word for it than that. These two reds not previously doing anything can jump onto this road, support this business. This business down here may be legitimately garbage fucked, cause, like, I don't know where I'm stealing support for it from. Like, you've got two houses, which is, you know, the bare minimum of houses at this point, but we're not really in a bare minimum of houses type situation anymore. Either in the video game or in real life, we should build more housing, just in general, and it should be cheap and available and free, and now this red business is going to fall apart. But hey, we got to like 3,070 something before shit went to shit, so that's nice. And then we went a little further than that. 3,102 commuters over 102 days. Let's check this. We are top 4% in the world. Hey, that's good. And drop those GGs in the chat. We have achieved victory and triumph over Samurai Sam. How about that? Glory and triumph to me, the _Goog, although not nearly as good as Papa Boss or Rimbe or Leo-chan or Rachel, though, or Mookin. Congratulations to Mookin on your victory. But, as we said, just because there's no Wordle doesn't mean there's no Wordle. Basically, there's Strikle! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! So don't cross the picket line, but hey, look, this is Strikle. We can we can rally support. We can do this, which may or may not run on literal Flash. I don't think it runs on Flash. I think it runs on something else. I don't know what it runs out. I'm not a Tech Guild person. So we've got this color here, which, I mean, well, we're gonna assume until proven otherwise that that's green. I don't know if that's supposed to be green or yellow. It's kind of in the middle. We're gonna assume until proven otherwise that that's green. Sam thinks it's yellow, which That looks very green to me. It's a yellowish green. I mean, oh, Sam knows that the game treats it as yellow. Okay, fine. We're gonna say that this is yellow. This is the greenest yellow in the world. Listen. You know, solidarity forever and all of that. I know you're tech workers. You picked the greenest fucking yellow to represent your yellow. What the fuck are you doing, the New York Times Tech Guild? So there's an L and an A in the word, but not necessarily in those places. Okay. All right, fine. It could be a great many things. It could be Sally. And it can't actually be Sally. There's no S. It could be Rally. It could be, well, you can't do the typey thing, but you can do the enter the fieldy thing. It could be Rally. Hey, look, a green that looks green. Amazing. Okay, so we know that there's the A here. So it's, you know, something A. Okay. It could be large. Could certainly be large. It's not, but we did get the L in the right location. So that's good. We know there's no E, so it can't be laser. Also, there was no S, so it already couldn't have been laser, and there's no Y, so it can't be layer. There's no G, so it can't be logger. Let's see here. It could be Lanrow. Now, Lanrow is an invalid word, so, you know, it's not actually gonna be Lanrow, but in the moment, it could have been Lanrow. Anyway, so, it's L.A. something. It's not L.A. Knight, no. High Altitude Buns has given us a great many suggestions. It unfortunately can be none of those because there is no E. So, yeah, it's a mild problem. Appreciate the help, though. What is she here? It could be any of a great many things still, I'm sure. It could be La Prue. Now, of course, you know, it could well be labor. It could absolutely be labor. They're playing a song. That's right. The word's labor. With, yeah. Good job. Good job, the New York Times Tech Guild. And hey, there's Connections Strike Edition. We have connections. So let's see here. It doesn't seem, well, I mean, Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., and Lion King, these are all Disney movies. On the other hand, there are a great many other movies here. You know, Inception, Dune, Spirit, Princess Diaries. I think Joy is a movie. All right, let's see here. Anger, acceptance, bargaining, and denial. These are stages of grief, right? But so is sadness. Although, come to think of it, sadness is an emotion in Inside Out, just like joy and anxiety. So, let's go anger, acceptance, bargaining, and denial for stages of grief. Good. Well done. Sadness, embarrassment, joy, and anxiety. These are emotions in Inside Out. Good job. And then we've got so these are basically all movies, but only 4 of them are specifically Disney movies. Interesting. Lion King, Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo, and Monsters, Inc. Nope. Well, it's 1 away. How is that 1 away? How is that 1 away? Lion King, Finding Nemo, and Monsters, Inc. are all movies where the main character is an animal. I don't think that's true of Spirit. I think... No, because there are only 3 Pixar movies here, and they're Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, and... Actually, what's the 3rd Pixar movie you see, Sam? Is Spirit a Pixar movie? Because Lilo and Stitch is Disney, and Lion King is Disney. Well, see, the thing is, Disney and Pixar are the same thing, and have been for a while now. So, like, Lion King, Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo, and Monsters, Inc. are all... I don't know of a Disney Pixar movie named Spirit. There's a movie about a horse named Spirited Away, isn't there? Could be making that up. Obviously, Inception and Dune are also movies. Alright. Yeah, Sam was thinking of Soul. That's a Pixar movie. That's a Disney Pixar movie. Absolutely. I don't think... These aren't like Anne Hathaway movies. The Princess Diaries is an Anne Hathaway movie. But I don't think she was in... she wasn't in Dune or Lilo and Stitch. They did move. I shuffled them. Oh, boy. Well, good job, the New York Times Tech Guild. You've captured the spirit of connections, by which I mean, AG. AG. Boy. It's not Leonardo DiCaprio movies. All right, let's do this. Monsters, Inc. and Finding Nemo are Disney Pixar movies. So maybe the answer is Disney movies that aren't Pixar? Spirit, Dune, Lion King, and... Nope. Nope. 3 incorrect. Oh boy. And that's further away. So I did Spirit, Princess Diaries. Oh god. Alright. Monsters Inc., Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, and Finding Nemo. I did that combination already. It was 1 away. Monsters Inc., Lilo and Stitch, The Lion King, and Dune. Nope. Interesting. Well, the good news is we haven't gotten a game over yet. It's a slightly different game, don't you know? The bad news is, what the fuck is the connection here? Game. Monsters Inc., Lilo and Stitch, The Lion King, and Finding Nemo. A boop? 1 away. Okay. Monsters Inc., Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo, and Spirit. Nope. Monsters Inc., Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo, and Inception. Monsters Inc., Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo, and The Princess Diaries. Oh my fucking god, Disney movies from the 2000s that have a sequel. Disney movies from the 2000s that have a sequel. I choose to believe that this is an intentional commentary by the New York Times Tech Guild, brilliantly satirizing the fucking dog shit that Connections sometimes is. They have been skewered by your rapier wit. Yep. We're going to go with that and not with oh my fucking god connections, because after all, that wasn't oh my fucking god connections. That was oh my fucking god connections strike editions, and they didn't make us strands alike. There are a whole bunch of games at the New York Times Tech Guild's website. I encourage you to check them out and play and support the union and all of that. They didn't make a strands like. So instead, for today's Immaculate Grid, we need Red Sox, Tigers, Atlantans, Rays, dudes who were picked in the first round of the draft, and dudes what had a career batting average over 300. Oh, God. All right. Well, let's get the easy ones out of the way first. A dude who played for the Red Sox and the Rays is Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford's a little obvious. Let's back up a tiny bit and say, well, I'm not going to say David Price, because I'm going to say David Price for this one. He's a Tiger who was also a Ray. Oh, a lot of people thought they would be cute with this square. Okay. All right, fine. Kelly Johnson was also on the Red Sox and the Rays. Did you know that Kelly Johnson was on the Red Sox and the Rays? I bet Kelly Johnson doesn't even know that Kelly Johnson was on the Red Sox and the Rays, but he was. It's true. He also would have fit this square, but come on. Everyone knows he was on the Atlantans and the Rays. Let's not fool ourselves. All right. Dude who was on the Atlantans and the Rays, eh? Ew. Was Kevin Kiermaier on the Atlantans? I don't know. But I think Johnny Gomes was on the Atlantans. Johnny Gomes was on the Atlantans. Good for him. Well done, Johnny Gomes. Also, check out the picture of tiny baby Johnny Gomes. This has got to be like his rookie photo or something. Look at tiny baby Johnny Gomes. Anyway, all right, let's see here. An Atlantan who had a batting average of 300 or better is one Larry Wayne Jones. Tiger who had a batting average of 300 or better is Michael Cabrera. And a Boston Red Sox player who did the same is one Theodore Ballgame. There we go. Not exactly going for the deep cuts on that right-hand column. Now, good God. First round draft pick. Player must have played a major league game. When paired with a team, player may have either been drafted in the first round by that team or played at least one game with that team in their career. So, if you were drafted by the Atlantans and then traded away, you count. If you were drafted in the first round by some other team and then played for the Tigers, you count. Is that gonna help me? I don't fucking know. Let's see here. Sam's gonna give me a hint for the top. I think there's a long-named catcher who fits this entire column. I think I could say Jared Saltalamacchia for any of these, because he was I think he was a first-round draft pick of the Atlantans, and then he went on to play for all three of these teams. So, we're gonna do that. We're gonna say that Salt of the Macchia. There you go. Good job, Goog. Now then, a first-round draft pick who played for the Detroit Tigers or was a first-round draft pick of the Detroit Tigers. Well, I mean, oh God. All right. I'm not. See, the thing with the MLB draft is it doesn't fucking matter ever. We're gonna. Here, Craig Hansen is our go-to Red Sox first-round draft pick. Now then, a Detroit Tiger who was a first-round draft pick, is a Hall of Famer. A big, iconic tiger from this century. I mean, is it Justin Verlander? It would make sense to me that Justin Verlander would have been a first-round draft pick. He's not in the Hall of Fame because he's still active, but he will be in the Hall of Fame. Is it Tony Clark? It's Verlander. There. That is an immaculate grid. Good God. Good God. Good effing God. But hey, this has been a successful immaculate grid. Tigers had their terrible, awful, horrible, no good, very bad 2003 season, and then they drafted Justin Verlander. So, well, they got to draft Justin Verlander. I'm not going to say it was worth it, because after all, the Tigers didn't actually win much. They won a pennant. Good for them. But that's about it. Anyway, folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. One more time, because I can scarcely believe it myself. We have a full dance card. Tigers won 2 pennants? Huh. Maybe they were the team that the 2011 Cardinals beat? It's entirely possible. Anyway, my point is, we have a full dance card. We will be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock Eastern for another edition of Good Morning Mini Motorways. Until then, thank you very much. And, I don't know, be safe or something. I don't know. Bye. Do you need more help? Are you ultra fucked? No, you're fine. You are being inundated with dudes. You're being inundated. Oh, God, that was awful, and I'm so proud of it. All right, let's take a 4th roundabout. I've beaten Parlor Ghost, which is a good thing to know, but also indicative of the realization that I haven't yet beaten Samurai Sam.